I made turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is getting super expensive in the grocery store, so we're going to do a little experiment. I'm going to be cutting this part right here, cutting right above the bone. I'm going to be using the dark meat of the turkey for this, cutting it into small pieces. Off as much meat as possible. This is the meat that I was able to salvage, and I'm just going to be cutting it down. I have small enough pieces. I'm just going to be using my blender, but if you have a food processor, use that instead. I'll be adding just a couple of pieces, blending, and then transferring over into another container. I'm going to just wipe off my surfaces. This is what your turkey should look like after you put it through a blender or a food processor. In order to make bacon, there is two really important components that you need. First one being curing salt, the one being either an emulsion or a nitrate, which makes all of the meat stick together like this. But I couldn't find any of those ingredients in my local stores. We are going to be doing an experiment. We'll be using some kosher salt as our salt, celery juice as our nitrate. For the nitrate, I'm going to be using about half a cup. For every pound of meat, you're going to want 2 teaspoons of salt. After mixing those two together, this is the consistency that your turkey should be at. At this point, you could start seasoning your turkey. A bit of garlic salt in it. It's going to be just paprika, some black pepper. Because we've added so much salt, I kind of try to balance out the saltiness of the meat. I would recommend one of two things. Either use granulated sugar, or could use honey. All of your spices are in there. We're going to put it back into the KitchenAid to be transferring in that turkey. Make sure that all of the meat is nicely packed in there, and then submerge it into simmering water for about an hour to an hour and a half. Doing this, you want your water to kind of look like this, a very, very light simmer. That looks a little bit more promising, actually. Oh my goodness, it's like regular bacon, but look at this piece that is nice and thinly cut. I made turkey bacon. It's good.